forgot the microphone for a second there. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Give Me a Whole Year. My name's Dan. I'll be taking you through Monday Night Raw. We've got a couple of things announced so far, which is Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes in the same building. Can they contain them? We've got the match between Imperium, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens with a mystery partner, which is going to be Matt Riddle. We've got Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus after Becky's return last week. Could we see a match with them so at Night of Champions on Saturday? And then we've got a fatal four-way tag match for the women's tag belts. We've got Raquel Rodriguez looking for a new partner. Who do we think that could be? See you in a sec.
This is Big E from the New Day. Give me that whole year. Give it to me. I need it.
How's everyone doing then, guys? Do we have a good weekend? Have we been up to much? I've been working most of it. And then yesterday, I did a roast dinner. That's it. Nothing exciting for me. No, nothing. I can't even think of anything. It's been that boring. We've got Sassy in. How are you feeling now, Sassy? How's the headache? I know you did the notifications and stuff like you always do because you're amazing. Right at the start, just after midnight UK time. Thanking everyone for joining. We do have Patreons. We do have Super Chat. You can donate. It keeps us awake. That's what we like. We do like your donation just to keep us going. We do have the memberships available on the YouTube community. And there's a couple on Patreon as far as I'm aware. We do Night of Champions. We're doing Double or Nothing. We've got SmackDown, I presume, and AW Dynamite this Wednesday. And obviously, Monday Night Raw with a leading guy. If you do press the notification bell, you will get notified every time we go live and we put a video up. So if you want to see any of the WWE 2K23 gameplay with our own ant, get that turned on. We do have loads of different people in loads of different cultures, stuff like that. So do be respectful, get the admin out of the way. As long as everyone's enjoying it, that's what we're here for. And there we go. We've got Catriona in, how we're doing. Can't wait. Yeah, me neither. Because it looks like a good show from what we've already said so far. We got Michael in. How are you doing, Michael? Who do we think is going to be the tag partner for Raquel Rodriguez and the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match? I'm thinking Matt Riddle, and I'm thinking Indy Hartwell. Damn who I'm going to go for. I was excited for Fight Forever. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a big wrestling game fan, but I might give it a go. I'm debating giving this one a go. Mox Buddy. Yeah, I thought you might be. You just want to play with Moxley. Don't lie. We know that's the only reason you're going to get the game. You just want to create your own character and pin Moxley. That's it. That's all you care about. We've got Nomar in. How are you doing? And Mox Buddies are in together. If you need to get off, Sassy, because your headache is bad, you'll get yourself off. That's not a problem. I can keep my eye on the admin. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. You know what that means. Hey, it's Monday night, right? Let's get my tab on that one. Come on, load. There we go, finally. Yeah, I agree. Noma, it's always better when we've got Sassy here. Did we like the team air boom? That's Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston. Yeah, it was a great team. Really exciting. Missed them. Oh, Cody's just turned up at the arena. Oh, Brock Lesnar's taking him straight out. I told you, could contain him. Brock throwing Cody into ladders, into travel cases, or flight cases, I think they're called. I catch you unnecessary. Can we do a battleground? We can have a look at it. I don't know if we're going to be able to, just with work constraints and time zone differences, because it is 1 o'clock in the morning UK time, so it does make it quite hard when we're all up for work at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So Brock's thrown Cody into beer barrels. He's thrown him into the shutters. Oh, he's got a beer barrel in his hand. Oh, smashing it on Cody's arm. Michael's going Shotzi. That's not a bad shout out, man, Shotzi. It's not your kind of Max game. No, I know. You want to be in a. I don't know. You just you just want him to be sort of at your mercy, I shall say. Oh, Prince Ali, and how are you doing, Prince Ali? Love the P1 logo. Phenomenal AJ Styles. American Nightmares facing an American monster. Yeah. Michael's grabbing some jalapeno chips. I shall let you know what I've got in a second. It was a nice one, it's sassy. Altered Ego, how are you doing? You doing good? If we don't do NXT yet, Wrestle Story will be doing it. It's a lot easier for them to do it because they are in the US already. So we've got Paul Heyman in the ring. And he's talking about Cody will be losing against Brock Lesnar. Yes, I know what that face is for, Sassy. Can't hide from me. I know how your mind works. Michael's back. Michael is back and he's got his chips. Not a jalapeno fan, but I think my snacks are good enough for tonight. As soon as I get to the first commercial break, I shall go through what I have because I've got a nice little selection. So Sassy loves the name Altered Ego. Yep, I'm not surprised. Altered's doing good. Glad to be back on Gimme Julia watching Monday Night. Rollins, good lad. That's what we like. Will he be there tonight though? Because he is off filming a new Marvel movie, isn't he? So I don't know if he will be on Monday Night Raw if his filming will have finished. Will we do a watch along this Saturday? I think we're doing not Backlash, Night of Champions, definitely. And I think and maybe doing the AEW Double or Nothing show. So you'll have a lot of content coming this weekend, which is what you like. I know you'll like it. And Todd Zayn, how are you doing, Todd? So Paul Heyman's now pouring over that Solo and Roman Reigns will be the new tag team champions. Sassy's got some cheese crackers with the sun-dried tomatoes or tomatoes. I don't know how you pronounce it. Man's a tomatoes. Tomatoes. Alright, so good, lovely. That's what we like. The crowd will be singing his song. AJ's going to go his head stomped in at Night Champions, by the way. I think that's going to happen. I don't think that will happen. I do think AJ is a great person to be fighting for the inaugural championship, but do you really see them not putting it on him? He might have this week off to finish the filming, and then after the filming, come back and not be away for a while, so he can actually have a good run. Oh, we've got KO coming out. Kevin Owens is coming out. Paul Heyman realizes the bloodline is unstable, so looking like an insurance policy with Brock, yeah, definitely. Putting over Brock at the same time. Usos are turning on Roman with or without Solar, yeah. We got Sami Zayn coming out for Kevin Owens as well.
Let's go.
Up or down, Jordan Devlin versus Balor, who will win. Well, you've got the student versus the master, because Balor trained Jordan Devlin in a way. So I would probably go for Balor and then have Jordan Devlin take it off him if it was a title match or something like that. I was really seeing AJ as champion. I would like to see him have another title run before he does end up retiring, but I think Seth's at the point where he deserves it. Yeah, there are the rumours that with Seth's schedule, he may not, but if he's only got a small part in this film, he might have finished filming at some point this week. So if he hasn't been, if his filming has been done, it does make sense to put it on him because he might not have to have any time off for a while. Edge hasn't been here in 5 months, then comes back going against Seth. Yeah, I mean AJ is a veteran. He's come on an absolute banger of a match. So if you want to see a good match, AJ Styles, one of the best workers of the past 15 years, 20 years, versus Seth Rollins, one of the best workers of the past 10 years. It's a money match. Mox Buddy made the right choice, yes. Crowd sing along to Sami's theme song. As long as AJ doesn't do that calf crusher. Yeah. I mean, AJ is one of my all-time favourite wrestlers. I've got a set of his gloves up on my shelf, so I can do the AJ. So Sami Zayn's talking about how Paul Heyman has just run off like a little weasel. So Michael's first match will be Mox versus Darby in a lights out match. I reckon we want that match in real life. That'd be an amazing match. Sami's saying that everything that he had to say, he's already said it to Roman Reigns' face, probably on SmackDown, because that was a fire promo. An idea for Rollins to go against LA Knight or Karrion Kross for the championship, I'd be quite good. I think both of their matches would be really good. The problem with that is both of them are on SmackDown and Rollins is on Raw, which is a shame. Because I'd love to see LA Knight on Monday Night Raw. I was gutted that we didn't get him in the draft. So KO is now saying that the true pillars of the bloodline are Jimmy and Jey Uso, trying to sort of get under the skin of Roman and Solo. Oh, there you go. Says, saw a meme where it showed when you're in your first blood match, then an image when John Cena shocked. Realise your opponent is Moxley, and then Cena smiling. Yeah, I mean, you could have a match where you barely touch each other. I can't think of one. And Moxley'd still be bleeding like a stuffed pig. We've got Gunther coming out with the rest of Imperium. Dad versus Seth. I'd enjoy that match. I really would enjoy that. So yeah, we've got Imperium out now. Intercontinental title still looks good around his waist. I still want the old Imperium music back. What he had in NXT UK, it was so much better. If you slap Moxley, he starts bleeding. Even if you cuddle him, with no intention. Oh, it's Riddle. Riddle is in the and jumped dived into the ring. So I presume Matt Riddle will be the tag partner for tonight's match. Riddle came to the ring absolutely flying. Good choice, Michael. Can't beat some cheese. I ain't got any cheese. I want Baby Bell now, though. I may have to grab some tomorrow. So Imperium was on the way back, but they've ran straight to the ring to try and take on KO Sami and Matt Riddle. Riddle with a high knee. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn went to clothesline Gunther over the top rope, but they struggled a little bit. Kaiser is great character. Giovanni Vinci as well is good character. I do think that the whole of Imperium really work well together. I'd love to see them with the tag titles at some point. Kaiser always had a look on his face like just smelled someone passing gas. Yeah, he always does, Nama. Yeah, I know. Sting comes out, get Darby and Seth wins. Sting and Seth make a tag team named Visionary Sting. I'd like to. I just don't know how Sting would feel about that after Sting was pretty much career ended by Seth Rollins in a way. Kaiser and Vinci are like those friends you bring just to make fun of. Like when we bring Dom onto streams. Yeah, I know what you mean, Old Ego. Ooh. Now that's an intriguing match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Yes, please, all day long. Oh, we are seeing Seth tonight. He got slapped in a match yesterday at a New Japan show and didn't bleed. Bloody hell, what's wrong with him? Putting a hair on a card. Good. Oh, we're getting Ricochet come out. Hit how painfully obvious the third member was Riddle. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was coming, but okay then. Prince Ali, who do you think will be the partner for Raquel Rodriguez instead of Liv Morgan tonight? If it's obvious, who do we think? I panicked for a second. Yeah, I thought if Dom comes on and I say that, I'd be quite told off. Balor versus Nakamura. Oh yes, that's what we're after. Non-creative WWE. Yeah, it's not very creative, is it? Get out of here with Balor versus Nakamura. Yes, I know. Oh, oh. Don't go back and watch about 2 minutes ago, please. Oh, hey Dom. Hey Dom says sassy. Dom. Just getting this banner ready. We're getting Ricochet versus Bronson Reed in a minute. Started Paul. Nearly done. I've got that bit ready. What's up, Dom? Yeah, Dom. Sassy Lovejaw Peace and Anxiety, Dom. Hey, Dom. Well, that's sneaky and mean and annoying. Thanks, Sassy. You're going to tell Dom what I said about him? You mean comparing him to Seth Rollins, who's a sexy beast, and Roman Reigns, who's another sexy beast who could kick my ass? Hello, everyone, says Dom. Zayn and Owens' friendship or Triple H and HBK's relationship. Yeah, that's me and Dom. We completely love each other. Snack time. Yes, I know, Michael. I know. Yes, I've got it ready for you, and I said, don't worry. So, as promised, as always, we've got snack time. Although all the time I do on Monday Night Raw is technically snack time. So, as usual, I've got my pepperami. God, do I have the pepperami? I've got to change the subject. This was announced before Dom turned up. I decided to treat myself to something fancy. So I've got milk chocolate shortbread cookies type thing. So it's pieces of shortbread with chocolate chips in there, which are delicious. So good. And then I've got, I know you'll call them cookies. They're not cookies, they're biscuits. I've got vanilla cream scented cookies. So they're basically like an Oreo, but with a digestive biscuit at each end instead of the chocolate cookie. And they're good. They are very good. What did I just knock over? I can't remember. And then I've got a energy drink. No, when you see the can, it looks like it could be brown quite quickly, but it's not. It's Furiosity by Tyson Fury. And the one I did get is, what flavour was it? Black and blue raspberry. So I'm expecting good things by the sound of that because I like the blue ras drinks. That's not bad. First time I've got the Furiosity ones. Yes, they do. They are absolutely brilliant. Wonderful snacks. Yes, you can't raid my pantry cupboard because I go out every week, specially to go find some snacks for each night based on what I'm feeling. Because sometimes I'm feeling very savoury, so I've got like my pepperami, I've got like chicken fries and stuff like that. No, stop it! You're not having any. There isn't any in there. You can try and get in whenever you want. There isn't any in there. I always go after I finish work on a Monday. I go to a local shop or go to a couple of shops nearby and go grab a few bits which I think will be quite good for that night. So today I got the shortbread cookie and I got my biscuits. So each time I do a Monday Night Raw, I always try and get something a bit different. So Baron Saxton is talking to Adam Pearce, and there's a rumour that Cody could have broken his arm. Make it Friday. You can do. It'll be empty. There won't be anything there. It is a rule. Hassan has got the law on rules. So there you go, Hassan. It's coming in the chat now. You can't book a flight to Hull, Michael. So there. I mean, you can get one to relatively close, but not to Hull. It's not like sort of LAX, which is in the centre of LA, and then San Francisco Airport, which is in San Francisco. Hull doesn't have an airport. Todd wants Bronson to win here. I think he will, but I would quite like to see Braun Strowman involved in some way. And then next week we get Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. I think that'll be a big beastie match. Even Yu-Gi-Oh! Can't help you. Yeah, that's a shame, innit, Alter Ego? Try and getting me in trouble with Dom. So that's your punishment. You cannot cancel the votes. Katriana's asking, what do we think about Dragon Lee versus Seth? And Dragonoff comes and attacks Seth. Dragon Lee wins, and then Dragon Lee and Dragonoff make a tag. I think that'd be quite a good tag team. I think they're both really good performers. I'd love to see Ilya Dragunov on the main roster as well, because I think he's a brilliant performer. Bronson Reed is Paparazzi's best re-signing? Really? You think he's better than Dexter Loomis? Really? Okay. If you have to eat Katriana, you'll go and have something to eat. Reed versus Gunther, no brainer. Reed versus Braun Strowman, again. Excited. Oh, we've got Cam in. How are you doing, Cam? Ricochet with left and right. And look, basement drop kick to the knee of Bronson Reed. And again, working that leg. Kicks to the back of the leg, back of the knee area. Drop kick to the knee. Ricochet's really taking focus on that left knee. Possible broken arm stopping the man who fought inside Hell in a Cell with a torn pec, damaged and injured. Give me a break, yeah. I think they're just teasing the match not happening. Sassy says, Cam. I Cam. I said, J.I., how you doing? Alter Ego's using the sword of revealing light for you, for me. So I have to fess up on what? What do I have to fess up on? Dragon Lee and LWO expanded to NXT, yeah. Have a cross-platform / cross-brand stable. It could be a great way to sort of link stories together and bring people up from NXT and see how they do on the main roster. Is the best sort of being best used Bronson Reed, Dakota Kai, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is someone that I think is doing exactly what she's asked. She is very, very entertaining if you like that sort of character. It's not my cup of tea, but there is a place for that character. Not my personal preference, but I do think that she is doing a great character work. Dakota has been doing amazing work since she returned at SummerSlam last year, which is, I would say, Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Probably Io Sky is doing the best about that. Nothing but the truth for 3 turns, which is 3 days. Okay, Sassy just wants to ravish Moxley. There's the truth for you. That's... Yeah, I knew what you meant, Michael. Reed is a fast beast. He's a great character, and he's a great performer. I just don't think he's got enough charisma for me to be a big star. Like I said, his in-ring work is always really good. It's always top-notch, but I don't think he's that good at promos. That was your second effect. You will dig your soul if you got to get it out of me. That's fine. It's sad about Dakota Kai's injury. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Dakota and Sky is turning on Bailey soon, by the way. I would prefer it if Dakota and Bailey turned on Io Sky, because that would push Io Sky as a babyface further up the roster, and would make it a legitimate threat to Rhea's title in a way. I think that would be a more enjoyable route. Chelsea's too good for this character. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is Chelsea's such a good performer, and they're wasting her on a Karen style gimmick, which I don't like. Love Dakota Kai. Broke your heart when you found out. Yeah, I agree, Michael. Great work. What if we gave Reed a mouthpiece as a manager like Lord Regal? Yeah, he's a lord in it. He's that good. That to me would be better. You'll look at what Regal did for the Blackpool Combat Club, and I just think that some people, I mean, even Bobby Lashley, I think was better with MVP. MVP is a great talker. William Regal is a great talker. Pair them up with someone that may not be as good on the mic, i.e., Bobby Lashley, i.e., Bronson Reed. To me, it makes sense. Don't get you started with Pretty Deadly. What's wrong with Pretty Deadly? They're brilliant. Chelsea Impact character and Shayna. Great tag team. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Oh, Samoan drop from Bronson Reed to Ricochet. Double hug, double legs hooked, 1-2, kick out. What the Romance man made them think, you know what, let's dress up as a knock off Seth Rollins. So dressing up in crazy outfits like Ric Flair used to. Mm. Shawn Michaels used to have a couple of crazy outfits every so often. Um, there's been quite a few people who've done the same gimmick as that, so it's not a new gimmick, but to see it as a tag team is a bit more of a new idea. Chelsea should be with her husband, great during the Indies. Yeah, there was great on the Indies, but Chelsea's lifespan on the Indies wasn't as strong as what Matt Cardona's is. I would like to see Matt Cardona back in WWE as Matt Cardona, not as Zack Ryder. But I think he said he's earning more money on the Indies than he is right now, or that he was in WWE. We got Jesse in. How are we doing, Jesse Fulford? Bring on Liv Morgan. We'd love to, but she's injured, so we're getting a tag match now to determine the new title holders. That's probably happening later on tonight. True. Sean Warwick. Yeah, 100%. Sean Warwick as probably good as Steph. And then Pretty Deadly are a crazy team, which is, I quite enjoy them. I do think they're a great tag team. There was one of my highlights in NXT. Indy Hartwell, Pretty Deadly, and Bron Breakker. Them were the 3/4 I really enjoyed. Oh, Bronson Reed was going to jump off the apron and took a big knee from Ricochet. The videos of her being confronted by Ronda Rousey tonight. Oh, okay then. Ricochet with a knee to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed selling on the outside. Really, really fun. And Sagiri on the apron. Ricochet springboard up. Oh, Bronson Reed hit the top rope, caught Ricochet to foot collapse there. Seth or Cody? From personal experience live, Cody has a better theme slash entrance when he comes up. So Nami from Bronson Reed, 1, 2, 3. Ricochet loses that one. So yeah, Cody has the better entrance, but Seth, I think, has a easier theme song to get over. Reload. So 82% of people got it right with Bronson Reed. Yeah, I've witnessed both entrances live. Cody that I enjoyed more, but you can't deny how over Seth was at the time. So either one is arguable as the better entrance. I prefer Cody's song because there is proper singing, there is proper lyrics. That's what I enjoy, singing along to stuff like that. So Todd got a unique idea. Have the Viper be the manager that is managing Bronson Reed. I don't know. I couldn't imagine that because I think that Reed would be better with someone like William Regal. I don't know about Viper. I think I couldn't see him in that sort of role. So Apollo Crews was just being interviewed, but we've got Rhea and Dominic interrupting. Cardona is the new House of Glory champion. Yeah, he's smashing it, absolutely smashing it. The belt collector gimmick is brilliant. What he's doing. So Rhea's now talking to Natalya, saying that Natalya got in the way at Night of Champions. Rhea's going to make an example of Natalya. What happened to Braun? Feels a while since he's been on. Yeah, it has been. Jesse, Apollo Crews. So Apollo and Dom look like they're going to go one-on-one. That haircut that he has got is so Eddie Guerrero now. It's so good. Really working that character. The heel work is brilliant from him. Oh, we're going Seth Rollins up next. Will it be a video? Will it be a recording? One better win. I think we will be getting involved in that one. I do. Bet Seth won't live. Not live, yeah. I reckon it'll be like a video package promoting the match this weekend. I've got Misfit. How are you doing? Speedy recovery to Dakota Kai. Yep, best wishes to go out to Dakota Kai from everyone here. Three years ago today, well, lost someone special. Someone out of a bright future. Very much missed. We miss you, Hana Kimura. Yeah. It's such a shame that anyone gets taken too early. Dom is such a dweeb. Eddie has so much more appeal as a face and heel. His entrance was your favourite of all time. Eddie was amazing. Eddie got over with the crowd organically. And I think Dom will get to that point. Back. Where she was taken was just wrong. Yeah. Yeah, Sassy agrees as well. Yeah. So I've just had a quick look, as I always do, at wrestler birthdays. So there's some couple of names. We would have had Brian Pillman's birthday. He'd have been 61. Brian Danielson's birthday today. Joe Coffey, UK-based wrestler. Yesterday, there was Kota Ibushi. Leva Bates, the librarian who's just recently left AEW. And the unspeakable one, Mr. Benoit. And tomorrow, you've got Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, and I've got Alex Shelley. Yep. Brian Danielson. Dakota's legs had it out for her. Yeah, definitely. So we've got Seth talking to Corey Graves now. Dakota's third or fourth ACL tear. I think it's a third one, yeah. That's a good call, Misfit. Get a leg transplant. Sassy's all over the Queen on the screen. Liv's injuries rotator cuff. Yeah, I had the same rumour, so I think that sounds about right. Let's have a look, see if we can find out. Okay. Liv Morgan. Let's have a look. Yeah. Shoulder injury, rotator cuff. Yeah, there's a couple of places reporting the same thing, so that makes it seem a little bit more legit. it sucks that Dakota Kai got injured for protecting Liv. Yeah, definitely, 100%. So we've actually had AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins previously from NWA No Limit Wrestling. When it was Tyler Black. So AJ Styles actually put over Tyler Black when he was 19 and said that this guy is the future of the business. So Seth has basically done exactly what AJ Styles has said and made it to the top of the mountain. Dakota's not due back before Royal Rumble. No, definitely not with that sort of tear. You'll look at when Balor did his. No, it wasn't Balor. It was Seth when he was in Ireland. He did his ACL, his MCL, and his meniscus, and I think he was out for 9-10 months. Not far off. Matt Davis is out yet. No Aussie Open either. It's an absolute killer for injuries at the minute. Matt Davis has had surgery on his knee to repair a torn meniscus. So Aussie Open has vacated both the New Japan Strong titles and the IWGP Tag titles. AJ and Seth has had great battles before. I love them two working together. It's two of the best workers of probably the past 20 years, as in ring performers. TK and Gerda are probably like, not this again. Yes. Mercedes Moné, ankle injury, yep. There's no confirmation whether it's either ankle or a foot injury, but it is more likely to be ankle instead. So we're going a recap of last Monday on Raw Talk, where Nakamura and then Balor and Damian Priest had a little interaction. So Damian Priest is stopping Baron Saxton from interrupting Finn as he's getting ready for the match. But Finn has got this. So Balor's asking for congratulations for beating the tag champions last week. Katriana's back. Good. Welcome back. Michael's saying that everyone's getting injured. It's ruined feuds and moments. Oh, 100%. And it's happening at a very similar time as it did last year for a lot of people with Forbidden Door. There was a lot of WWE injuries around the same sort of time. Yeah, the rumour is it's a broken ankle, but there's no confirmation on it as of yet. Injury. Yeah, it was New Japan Resurgence. Oh, we're getting Candice LeRae. We haven't seen Candice LeRae properly for a little while. So some places are saying it's a confirmed broken ankle. Some saying it's an appeared broken ankle for Mercedes Moné. Candice LeRae versus Zoe. Welcome back, Katrina. Yeah. If Tangalo's healthy, how about FTR versus Gorillas of Destiny? That'd be a banger. FTR versus anyone is usually a good banger. Monet could have debuted all in all Forbidden Door. Yeah, I mean, with a broken ankle, it's probably going to be 6 months-ish, I would probably say. So you could be looking at Revolution time, maybe. Let's go Paul ready, because we're going to have Poison Pixie in a minute. Going up against Zoe Stark. Candice LeRae. This is Zoe Stark. So ready for the poll, guys? Misfit wants House of Black versus LIJ. Mox wants a Cardi. That'd be a banger. She will be at Forbidden Door in some capacity. Probably backstage with her ankle in a cast, I presume. There, I've got a Google branded water bottle. It's cool. Romans off Mox versus Okada and Kingston versus Tanahashi. I'm salivating at both of their matches already. But that's what a Forbidden Door is meant to do for us. We're meant to salivate over the potential matchups, which is why it is forbidden. It's stuff we are not meant to get. But TK and Gator, they know what to do to earn the books. Last year's Forbidden Door was played with injuries. Yeah. People getting sick. Yeah. Time for Tony Khan to call Rossi Gower Booker of Stardom. Yeah. Jamie Hayter's Forbidden Door opponents are on standby. Who could it be? I reckon Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Moné would have been an absolute storm. Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson. That to me it's a dream match to end all dream matches. I've watched Zack Sabre Jr. for years on a lot of the independent stuff. What WCPW, Defiant, and he's an absolute machine. And now he's done a lot of sort of other promotions. He's just an absolute technical wizard. Yeah, it's all ready for you, don't worry. Hayter versus Kairi Sane, Iwatana versus Guila. Hayter versus Kairi, I think, is... Oh, it's magic. There you go, Hassan. It's in the chat for you. Zack Sabre Jr. is Ring of Honor. Yeah, he is now, but it was all over the UK indie scene at one point. So yeah, as we was talking about earlier on, it's basically a big cookie, but that is like a Scottish shortbread type thing. And they're absolutely delicious. Chocolate chips in there. So it's a chocolate chip cookie with shortbread, basically. Are you here to help us laugh at Dom for a second? Oh, Zoe Stark coming straight out the gates with shoulder tackles to Candice LeRae in the corner. So we did see Zoe Stark go up against Nikki Cross a couple of weeks ago on her debut Monday Night Raw match. Could we see Nikki Cross at some point? Hey, Anne. Michael's guess is Zoe squashes Candice. I don't know if it'll be a squash because I don't think that Candice LeRae deserves it. You're the beautiful man. Michael's asking how are you, Anne? Everyone in chat, hope you're all doing great. Like Tony the Tiger. So we've got Nikki Cross just coming out to the ring. Todd's asking, Anne, how are you? You've had a really chilled night, that's good. Had a bath and ready for bed soon. Have you been doing some more 2K23 content, getting that ready for people? Let me know. Sassy, Michael, Todd, love to see you all. It is. It's always nice to see everyone in chat. Send Sassy some love, and she's got a bit of a headache. Well, she had a bit of an headache earlier on. So, needs all of our love. Glad that you stopped in, Anne. Yeah, I'm glad he stopped in. Should be doing 2K, but needed a nothing night. Nikki's grabbed Candice LeRae and sort of cheering and getting excited with her. Zoe Stark just tackles both of them. Candice LeRae went into the ring steps, but not a big impact. Zoe versus Cross. That happened a couple of weeks ago, and it was a reasonable match. Z360 from Zoe Stark, and that's it. Statement match, giving her a good win. Hikaru Shida apparently has issues with Rousey Agawa and Stardom. Wouldn't expect her to be involved if Stardom are. Oh, maybe. She might get a good payday where she doesn't mind earning. I probably wouldn't. There you go, Sassy. So let's get everyone doing it for her. Let's get 2 love hearts in the chat for Sassy. I don't know if it'll let me do it on here. But yeah, if you use your 2 emojis, I think it might let you do that. That one. How's your fella, Sassy? Sassy saying thank you. Did we see Fight Forever as a release date? Oh, I'm sure he's all over that. There you go. There's 2 from us, 2 from Michael. There's another 2 from us via the Twitch link. There's some from Anne. We are nice. We're nice at times. We're not always bad guys. Nikki cost Candice the match. Sanity versus the way. Eric Young is re-signed with WWE, so that could be a possibility down the line. 2 more from Todd. There we go, Sassy. There we go. We do like to show our love and appreciation for your moderation that you do for us. You keep everyone nice and behaved. I suppose they're going to be the best wrestling game ever created, and nothing else will top it. But I don't want to get your hopes up so much, Ant. So he's doing good. Sass is at his place, and he's a big Rhea fan. I think most people are big Rhea fans at the minute. There's nothing wrong with being bad guys, we know that, but we're nice to Sassy. We let our guard down when it comes to Sassy. Too big of a fan at times. Very similar to Ant being a too big of a fan of Hikaru Shida at times, I think. And I don't think anyone can say anything about someone being too big of a fan when we talk about what you would do to Moxley. Yes, sassy. People are expecting THQ and Yokes to make AW like 2K, but no, never going to happen. It's never going to be a 2K style game. It's got to have its own identity. Yes, you do. The game's going to be so good they're going to have Tony Khan coats up yelling Shazam. Dan made some great points there. I do. It doesn't happen. I have to do every Monday Night Raw to get one good point over a year. That's it. Shazam. Please include that promo. They've got to. If they don't put that promo in, it's going to be a disappointment, I think. Fight Forever is going to be an arcade-style wrestling game like No Mercy and Here Comes the Pain. That's what we want. That's all we care about. Give us a modern take on No Mercy. Some of the best wrestling games there wasn't simulation-style games, there was arcade-style games. And No Mercy is a prime example of that. I loved WWE Warzone for the PlayStation 1. WWE Attitude, they was so cartoony, but so enjoyable to play. That's all we care. That's all we want. So we've got John Cena as in the biggest box office movie at the minute, and then we've got Batista in the second. Fast X and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We've got Mustafa Ali backstage with Byron Saxton. Is it me, or does Mustafa Ali look quite similar to Seth Rollins in terms of his hair at the minute and his beard? Misfit sees people complain about graphics, yet the best wrestling game, No Mercy. I agree. Add some of the worst graphics in a wrestling game. Yep. Ant's excited for the No Mercy feels. Don't know if you're too out of gaming to do it anymore. You'll love a pretty spreadsheet. I know you do. I know. Has your mind gone to the gutter again, Sassy, now I mentioned Batista? I was getting round to it. Give me a minute. Oh, Brock Lesnar's interrupted and he's walked straight past Mustafa Ali, who we do have an interview with on WrestleSphere. So go check that out. To me, graphics to mean anything if the gameplay sucks. Yeah. I agree. I mean, some of the best games don't need graphics. Some of my favourite, Pokemon Fire Red graphics are absolutely trash. Game Boy graphics. But it's one of my favourite games of all time. And I don't need an intricate story either. Portal 2, absolutely love them games. But there wasn't much of a story because it was all about brain power. It hurts my head to see it. Are you in a moral dilemma? Hey up, love. Good old Yorkshire. Sounds so good when we say it. When everyone else says it, it sounds funny, doesn't it? Tonight's Raw's changed quite a bit from what was advertised. So I did put a few bits in the chat about what was announced earlier on. That was like 6 hours ago. Inez is your number one guy. Yes. Congratulations on that interview. Yeah, it was a great interview. Mustafa Ali, a big star in WWE at the minute. So Brock's come out and he's gone, what do you want to talk about? In the Cody Rhodes vein, how Ali has fallen in WWE. Yeah, it's a shame because he's such a talented performer. San Andreas is Michael's favourite game. Graphics are horrible, but super fun game. Exactly. I preferred Vice City myself. Vice City I thought was a great game. Vince zooming changes for WWE. Yeah. Brock's just said that there won't be Cody versus Brock at Night Champions this Saturday. I've gone blurry again. Brock won't let us down. Why not? An open challenge for anyone at Night of Champions. An open challenge for Brock Lesnar. Could we see a Moss? Braun Breaker? Who else could this be? What do we think? Quickly, in chat. What do we think? We've got Cody with a big sling on his arm. Massive ice pack. Walking down to the ring like a crazy man. We've got two refs trying to stop him. We've got Adam Pearce trying to stop him. Brock told Ali to get alive before walking out to the ring. Yeah. They ain't giving Brock the belt, are they? No. You've got AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for that title to start with for the inaugural champion. Cody's in the ring with the ice pack on, with the sling on. Cody had the arm strapped up as well. So Brock grabs Cody in a Kimura. Almost got the guard on. But Brock going red in the face with that Kimura lock on Cody. Remember the Money in the Bank you won that it wasn't in? Yeah, true. Get a life, kid is Brock's new meme. Yeah. A lot of stuff that Brock says recently is meme worthy because it's that entertaining. Cody the wrestler injured once again. Yeah. Yep, says Todd. Brock stood on Cody's arm and stomping away on it. Boring and predictable Vince. Yes, we know. We know that's the case. This is more of a Vince booking. Michael's pretty perfect. It was dumb. Cody versus Brock is going to be a stipulation. I've said I expect a stipulation. After Backlash, where it was a singles match, you can't just go to another singles match. I'd probably say Last Man Standing, I think, would be a good way to do it. And then end it at Hell in a Cell. Or something like that. No Holds Barred, then Last Man Standing. I Quit match. I think that'd be great. Cody and his adversity. Anyone can say this is Vince, yeah. Gotta go to bed, dude. Not a problem. Thanks for sticking your head in for a few minutes. We appreciate you. And I'll plug AEW Dynamite all night and I'll get a thumbnail done for you tomorrow at some point. There you go. Night, y'all. Michael says good night. Night. Dobrock versus Cody. Lights out. That's an AEW stipulation. You forget that. It's no holds barred in WWE. Night, night, Anne. You have a good night's sleep, dude. And we shall see you on Wednesday for Dynamite. Don't know what happened there. I just disappeared for a second. Pitch black, that's better. Shout out to Wrestle Talk for the Cody and his adversity. So we're on a commercial break at the minute, so I'll be back. Well, I will be back. I won't be going anywhere. Oh, I forgot to end that poll. Yeah, I've 75% of you got it right with Zoe Stark. Brock versus Cody in an unsanctioned match. Yeah, like I said, I think that'd be a great way to do it. I just heard can you hear me? Hello. And I didn't realise it was on the commercial. That's why I was quiet. I was a bit confused. Prediction shows coming for pay-per-views. We're going to see if we can do a predictions video for everyone, covering both of the shows, so Night of Champions and Double or Nothing. So we might see if we can do a joint predictions quiz as well. So I'll have a look at the cards tomorrow, see what I'll do. Did you beat your brother on 2K22? I hope so, Catriana. Who did you pick? Brock versus Cody in a Texas leather match. I think Beast Mode dog collar match. I think that'd be a crazy, crazy match. Yes. That's what we want, Catriana, to win every match. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing with Brock and Cody because of the arm that Brock's been working on. I think we're going to get a stipulation on there, aren't we? I don't know if Dom's still in. He might be. We're not going down that route again, Michael. We couldn't contain ourselves when talking about them matches. But yeah, a strap-on match would be amazing. It'd be funny as hell. Let do Cyber Sunday, Taboo Tuesday. Yeah, there was great ideas, and I don't know why they wouldn't bring them back. They don't have to try so hard for people to like Cody. No, he's over. But I think they want to find a way to create a stipulation, and something like this would obviously give a good reason. People already like Cody. Yeah, I agree. Mox Buddy's laughing. We're going Alpha Academy. So Alpha Academy versus. We've got Maxine Dupree coming out as well with Otis. Who do we think it'll be? Viking Raiders? No idea. Just doing the poll for you guys. There you go. Viking Raiders versus Alpha Academy. Get your votes in. Thinking Alpha Academy has run its course. I'm getting to the point where I think it should be. Didn't she turn on him? I don't know. I can't remember. I do like the entrance. Yeah, I do agree, Sassy. Seth's currently filming Captain America. Yeah. Small video package with Corey Graves earlier on. Want to see Valhalla attack Dupree? That'd be a good way to do it. I know Viking Raiders are meant to be heels. Alpha Academy are meant to be faces, but I think that Alpha Academy, they should have Chad Gable just go on an absolute tear of turns on Otis. Otis is then pushed up as a babyface. And then Gable just goes on a Kurt Angle style streak where he's winning every single match. Technical wizardry week after week. Seth's interviews were good. You only liked it because it was Seth. You didn't care what he was saying. He was too busy doing with heart eye emoji face. Just looking at him going, pretty man. Raiders are so much better than this, yeah. And to me, if Triple H was still in proper charge, I'd put him back to War Machine. Because they were just so good as that tag team. It's still the same people, it's still the same gimmick, but they was over with the crowd because you could get the war chants. Am I in your head, Sassy? And do I know exactly what you're thinking at all times at the minute? I know I do. So, crowd chanting, we want Otis, which obviously I'm not surprised at. It must be a good feeling if you're on the ring apron and the crowd are chanting for you even though you're not in the ring. So Eric just hooked a leg on Chad Gable. Only got a 2 count. Katrina's doing an Elimination Chamber match for the Hardcore Championship. Shayna, Mac, Goldberg, Ultimate Warrior, Edge, Michaels versus Austin. I'd swap Shayna and Mac for The Rock, and then I think it's a good Elimination Chamber. It's Vince. We know it's Vince. We need sanity back. Yeah, we need to get Eric Young back on our screens. Big segment involving Cody planned for the end of the show. Thank you very much, Misfit Gamer. Let's have a look. So, in the UK, we have a theme park called Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I know it doesn't sound like a big theme park, but it is. It's one of the bigger ones. And they have a ride called Valhalla. So, it is known as one of the best dark/water rides on the planet. So having someone called Valhalla in the ring is quite interesting. So Michael's going to get going. The iPad battery is going low. Plus tired. Not a problem. Thanks for joining us, dude. We appreciate you. And we shall see you Wednesday night for Dynamite. It's going to be Fight Pit. So that means Brock's got to be winning that one then. Night, Michael from Noma and Sassy. See you Wednesday. Oh, we got Otis in. So we're going the Caterpillar. And then a big elbow drop. Don't forget about Ivar. Ivar gets out the way. Chad Gable tagged back in. Ivar. Gable was looking for pretty much a pendulum German suplex. But Eric with a ridiculous knee to Chad Gable. So Maxine was talking trash to Valhalla, so Valhalla's chased her off. Otis Akana roll, 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable gets the win with a brilliant Akana roll pin. WWE has someone named Big Dick Johnson, so Valhalla's not that far-fetched. I know, but it's still, to me, it's known as one of the rest. In the ride itself, it's known as one of the wettest rides. And Valhalla is the wettest ride. So when I'm watching someone call Valhalla and could be the wettest ride, it's just brain is a bit crazy. So Baron Saxton was stood outside American Nightmare dressing room. Adam Johnson rushes in, but Cody's just kicked him out. Finally, yes. Let's get back. Oh, we're going Nakamura. Shinsuke Nak. Queen number 2, Sassy Right. I'm so glad they've gone back to the old style Nakamura theme from NXT. Because the theme itself is such a banger. I've got it on my Spotify playlist because it's just that good. Yes, Queen. I thought so. I knew that had already been. As soon as Nakamura's theme hit, I knew what you was thinking, Sassy. Nakamura versus Balor should be a good, it should be a banger of a match. I'm going to say it now. This will be the match of the night. We're not even halfway through yet, but match of the night. There's no way this should not be match of the week in a way. In terms of SmackDown, Cody is holding his adversity to So there's going to be a KO show. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hosting with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. That's not going to end in a big brawl. And then Austin Theory versus Sheamus for the the US title on SmackDown. That should be a good match. Finn will win, but DP will do a few things. Do you mean JD? Judgment Day? I think you mean Judgment Day, Todd. Quick look. Oh, no football on tonight. Jesse. Come on, Liv Morgan. Yeah, she's injured, so we don't know how long she'll be out. Rumour is it's a rotator cuff injury, Misfit Gamer said earlier on. So it could be a little while. It's all ready to go for you, I just need to wait for Balor to get out. Oh, Damian Priest. Oh, okay. I was expecting everyone else. Cody can get away with his own brawl out on Raw, but when CM Punk gets pissy backstage, everyone hates him. Yes, because CM Punk is doing it off the cuff with as a shoot. Cody's doing it part of a story. That's not what you've seen on YouTube, Jesse. Let us know. I'll stick this poll in right now for you guys. I'm just playing you now. I got it. Raw needs a faction to go up against Judgment Day. Yeah, but they've got the perfect idea there, Sanity. Because to me, you could bring up, bring back Eric Young. You've got JD McDonough, who I know is rumoured to be going in Judgment Day, but I think Sanity would be quite a close second. You've got Nikki Cross, who could go straight back in there, and then you could add a fourth into there. So would you add Nikki Cross, Eric Young, JD McDonough, and who else? Who would be the fourth? So Jesse's saying that Liv's going to be at Night of Champions. I don't see that happening unless there is, unless they're doing something non sort of wrestling. So I've got Indus Share with a video promo. So the storm is here, supposedly. We've got Misfit Wrestling Podcast. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Yep, that's what I thought. Liv is injured, rotator cuff, basically shoulder injury. So I don't see her appearing at Night of Champions unless it was in a non-wrestling role. So we've got Finn Balor coming out now with Damian Priest. No, my wishes Piper Niven had get involved in one of the factions. Yeah. Piper Niven, brilliant. She's worked in the UK. Obviously, she's a Scottish wrestler, so she has worked in the UK for a while. She was in NXT UK. She's also performed at Pro Wrestling Eve, Right Girls Are Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Eve. Dan Reed, who owns that promotion, sometimes does join and on Wednesday nights. So go check out Pro Wrestling Eve. Tell them Dan from here sent you. Same message again. So a lot of people are saying that Liv's injury is a work, but it's not. She's about to film a movie, but yeah, I don't think they would have taken the titles off her if it wasn't a legit injury. So I completely agree, Misfit. Balor, Nakamura, one-on-one, lock up to start with. Match of the night, I hope, I expect, with these two. Two ex-New Japan Pro Wrestling performers. One of them ex-Bullet Club. So Nakamura had one of the best matches of all time against AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom 10, if I remember rightly. That was the one before AJ Styles left and turned up at the Royal Rumble in 2016. And Nakamura wasn't that far behind him. So Balor's got an armbar on Nakamura. Think Triple H was going to milk Io's babyface turn, but has to do it early because of Dakota's injury. Yeah, I think we're going to see Bayley turn on Io. And that is the breakup of Damage Control. I've really enjoyed it, but I do think that Damage Control has pretty much run its course. So to me, you have a heel turn more at the minute to turn someone babyface. So very similar to, in a way, the Evolution breakup where half turned on the other, but people love Io Sky like they loved Batista. So having them turn or be turned on is going to push them high. Yeah, this should be epic. I agree, Todd. Nakamura, Ali, Cruz, Niven, and Reed. That'd be an interesting combo. So Nakamura with a boot to Balor. Was looking for good vibrations, but Balor's stepped him out, but takes an Inseguri for his troubles. Dakota can pick a side when she comes back, 100%, yeah. Oh, Nakamura with a huge knee to Balor's midsection. And a baseball drop kick sends Balor to the outside. To me, if you have Io Sky win the championship from Rhea Ripley in the future, could you have Dakota come back as a heel and attack Io Sky and set up a feud? I'd do that. Nakamura, is he looking for a suplex to the outside? Balor fights back, but there's the involvement from Damian Priest with a huge clothesline on the outside. Could be a blessing in disguise for Dakota. 100%. Yeah, I think it could be. I don't even think it could be a blessing in disguise. I think it could be a way to keep her away from the heel turn from Bayley until she's fully fit, ready to come back, and then comes back and gets a run herself. If you have Bayley and Io Sky going one-on-one because of the heel turn, to me, it just really leaves Dakota in limbo of what to do. So if you keep her away from that and then bring her back from injury, it's a good time. Misfit don't think Io's going to get a mega push, and we'll probably get the kind of push people want for Asuka. Exactly. I think Asuka's had the push, and Io is at the point of deserving the push, one to be built up, and so to maybe right the wrongs that they may have done with Asuka. Owen, Bronson, or Ricochet? Of course it was Bronson Reed, says Todd. Yeah. Misfit Wrestling. I was just double checking, Misfit. I am actually subscribed to your YouTube channel. There are so many wrestlers not being used. Moves some NXT since they decimated it in the draft. Yeah, drop someone down. Drop a couple of people down. I think people like Dolph Ziggler. I know he's already done it, but he was a great worker down there. Someone put out a tweet asking who they would like to see win women's Money in the Bank this year. Majority said Io Sky. I'd love to see it. Yes, 100%. If she hasn't won the title already. If she's going up against Rhea for the title at Money in the Bank, I would like to see Io win that. Doesn't need the Money in the Bank briefcase, but I would like to see Piper Niven win it. I would go Piper Niven. Nakamura was fighting back, but Balor dropped him straight with a knee to the stomach. And stomped, but Nakamura was saying, come on. Eating that kick. Catches the second one from Balor. Hyperextending the knee, and then a forearm to Balor. Balor counters. Nakamura counters again. Nakamura with a kick. Sliding German suplex to the outside. Beautiful. Outside, facing Damian Priest and says, come on. Nakamura just dancing away from Damian Priest. Todd thinks NXT will refill with indies. Yes. Misfit thinks Io is the only logical choice to win Money in the Bank. I don't think it's a good shout. I think Io, if she's not challenging for a title on the night, has to win it. But I do prefer a heel holder of that. have a look. Nope. Because depending on the options, could you see Ronda win it maybe? Or could they build someone up like Tegan Nox? Nakamura with a kick to Balor. Balor catches Nakamura before he hits the Kinshasa with a big stomp. Balor went for the Cody Gras. Nakamura rolls out the way. Nakamura with a Kinshasa to the back of Balor's head. Misfit would love Oscar to win on Saturday. Then we get Oscar versus Io at SummerSlam. Magic. That'd be absolute magic. Ronda's about to win the tag titles with Shayna. Yes, I know. I'm just sort of fantasy booking in my head. It should, but Vince has a freeze on indie talent. I know, but is that on the main roster, or does that stop Triple H and Shawn Michaels taking him for NXT? Nakamura is looking for a Kinshasa, but Damian Priest pulls Balor out of the ring. Nakamura comes to the apron with a knee off the apron. Attention has been turned to Damian Priest, so attacking Damian Priest. And a clothesline taking him into the timekeeper's area. Balor with a drop kick to the back of Nakamura on the outside. Freezing Nia is over from what he was told. Could be. It could be. Cody Gras from Balor. 1, 2, 3. Balor gets the win in a very, very good match. Shame Nakamura didn't get the win there. I think he deserved the win a bit more. Glad the Miz match was a one-off. Yeah. Sassy hates the Miz. I think this is going to be a good feud. If it carries on, I think it could be a good feud. It would be a good pairing with two phenomenal workers. Are you on Twitter, Misfit? I've just had a quick sort of Twitter search. I couldn't find you. You've got to go to sleep, Catriona. Not a problem. Thanks for joining. I hope you had fun playing 2K. So next week, Fatal 4-Way Tag Match. They announced it for tonight's show. It will come back if Triple H wants to get talent from the injuries. Interested to see budget cuts? Yes, definitely. Followers already? Yeah. I was looking for my own personal sort of Dan Agrees 88 Twitter. Let's have a look. Misfit Wrestle TV. Oh, I do already follow you. Misfit Wrestle TV. This is a podcast TV. There we go. Yeah, I've got you as well. Oh, I don't use that one anymore. Okay, not a problem. I've just followed you on that other one though. Let's have a look. There we go. Misfit Podcast TV is one of yours. Yeah, I've just followed that one. I've just done a retweet on the Cody adversity photo that you've put out. We're on commercial break. That's why I'm having me snacky snacks. I've had a couple of the shortbread cookies, so I'm having a bit of a change with savoury. Thanks for the follow back, Misfit. There we go, shouting you out, Misfit. I was just double checking how much caffeine is in one of them cans, and it's about the same as a regular Monster. Fun fact, Nakamura had Balor's last match in NXT during Finn's first run. Very nice. It was a good feud as well, from what I can remember. That fake smile just makes me care. Who's fake smile, Sassy? Whose fake smile do you mean? I forgot it's the Indy 500 this weekend. Raquel. Yeah, it's plastered on it. It's like when Balor was a face, and he'd come out with just a grin, and it was just so cringeworthy. Nice to see Via has come again. Yeah. Jinder Mahal as well. Looks quite sadistic with a shaved head now. And it's really, really good look for him. It's very, very intimidating. Everyone knows Shayna and Ronda are winning. Yeah, I know. So we've got Raquel Rodriguez. Vera's ended up coming more times than a man really should. We like it when things get a little bit like that in the chat. So by the looks of it, we're getting Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville. Waste of Shayna. Yeah, I mean, Shayna's a great. She just needs to go back to when she was killing people pretty much in the Elimination Chamber. That was the best version of her character. She's always going to feel like Ronda Rousey's sort of sidekick, which isn't going to be very good. So Paul should be coming up in a second in the chat. There we go. Misfit thinks Via's in on the joke, but not sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's already done for you, Hassan. Don't worry. Sonya Deville with a big knee to Raquel Rodriguez. Only gets a 2. Count out of that there. Queen of Spades, yeah, that was the sort of thing she did in the entrance, wasn't it? Bronson Reed rest is Ricochet. Yeah, well, that was a fun little match. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, I mean, you've got the Queen of Spades, you've got Natalya as the Queen of Hearts. Who else could you have? Technically, you've got the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin, obviously JD McDonough. So we could get half a pack of cards with this, or half a deck of cards. Shayna was supposed to win the title from Becky. Vince got cold feet. Yeah, Becky was supposed to drop the title to Shayna at WrestleMania, and it didn't happen, which was a complete shame. They had to find someone to put Ronda with to make up for the lack of mic skills. Shayna does do it very well, but Shayna's character does suffer. A kind of bomb, so Raquel Rodriguez got the win. Becky wanted to drop it to Shayna. Yep, definitely. Josh Barnett gave her the Queen of Spades nickname. Who's going to come and save Raquel, do we think? Seth is the joke with the pack. Yep. Shotzi. There we go. That's what we want. Becky wanted to drop it to Shayna. Yep, definitely. Shotzi's great. I absolutely love watching Shotzi. She's so exciting in the ring. She's got so much energy. Load of charisma. And she goes crazy. Beautiful suicida through the second rope. Sami is the jack. Lashley's the 10. Yeah, we've got a lot of playing cards we could use, haven't we? That was a crazy dive from Shotzi. Liz Triple H is keeping part of an NXT booking alive, and that's never Buccalia. Yeah, I don't know if she's still injured. Could Shotzi be Raquel's partner? It would be nice. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do next time. It'll be absolutely great. We've got Trish backstage with Adam Pearce. So we're going to contract signing. So Trish wants a no-touch policy at the contract signing tonight. Wants to keep a very professional environment. There's no creative plans for Leah. I'm not surprised. Really? Adam Pearce has said no to the no-touch clause. So up next it says we're getting the contract signing. Versus why is Trish here except for Vince? Becky needs an opponent. Yeah, I mean, having a Hall of Famer, it's obviously going to draw numbers. Never, I don't think, is going to hold a title again. But I mean, like, you had Trish, Lita both return, both legends of eras gone by. Oh, Aaliyah's gorgeous, so that for Misfits the only downside to not seeing her on the show. Yeah, I mean, not a massively talented in-ring worker, but was still very green, and that is the downside sometimes. I don't think after a while, give her a bit more time, could be absolutely fantastic. Norma, Sassy thinks that Shotzi could be Raquel's partner. I said it earlier on. Shotzi would be a great replacement for Liv Morgan. Could spoil it for us. You can spoil it if you want to. Raquel and Shotzi would be great together. I don't think they'll win the titles. I'd like to see Shotzi and Liv team. That would be a great team. I think that would be quite fun. Shotzi, I think, had the dirty done on her from Ronda last year. Was it Extreme Rules where they went 1-on-1 for the title? And it wasn't very good. It was such a poor match. Shotzi deserves so much better. Raquel's new partner is Shotzi. I mean, shock horror. I didn't see that one coming. Misfit. So we're on commercial break at the moment. This is what I don't get. We've already had the draft. Shotzi is shown as a SmackDown star on Monday Night Raw. So why? If it's not Natty as the partner, it's Shotzi as the other go-to. Well, Natty's a heel at the minute, isn't she? So I don't see her being... Well, no, technically Natty's the face going up against Rhea. But Rhea's going to get the cheers. Spoiler for Cassidy versus Fletcher. Yeah. There was a draft, yeah. So, thoughts? No, on the current draft, Shotzi is shown as a SmackDown star. Superstars. Let's have a look what the WWE website says. Yes, even the WWE website says Shotzi is a SmackDown star. That is only come out of Harding because it's Saudi. Yeah. Yeah, Shotzi is a SmackDown star, so exactly what I was about to say, Sassy. It didn't take them long to break the draft rules. Yep, we know. Do we think we might see Lita at this contract signing at all? I don't see it happening, but it could. We're getting the man wearing some ridiculous glasses, as always. Yeah, tag titles are cross-branded, but the performers aren't, supposedly. Yoga Girl, yeah. I mean, she's pulling it off, that's the thing. Have Xylee as a partner while she's on Raw. Xylee makes more sense. She's a SmackDown, Monday Night Raw star. Shotzi coming across from SmackDown doesn't make sense because of the draft. Sassy likes the dye job. Yep. It does look good. It looks proper fire, doesn't it? Should have Piper, yeah. Even Piper Niven would have made more sense. Did Piper get drafted to Raw? Yeah, so Piper Niven is on Monday Night Raw. Xylie's not doing anything, which is sad. Yeah, absolutely great. Piper Niven, great. But done absolutely nothing at the minute. So Becky's saying, let's get down to business. So already signing. And sat waiting for Trish. We're going to see. I was going to say, could we see Trish come out the crowd or something? Seth Rollins is a lucky dude. I mean, going to perform on a stage every week, going up to a global audience, I think that shows how lucky he is, and he's paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. So I'm not surprised. Yeah. So Sassy obviously has to chime in. Becky's lucky too. Yeah, she's doing exactly the same. She's getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to perform on TV weekly for a global audience. I know what you're both meaning. Imperium. Oh no, it's just. Yeah, that was a very Imperium look, wasn't it? It was just the white screen with the black silhouette. So Trish is talking trash to Becky, saying you wasn't keen to come back to Raw after kicked your head off. Renee's the luckiest of them all. Yeah, she's paid lots of money, and she doesn't even have to get attacked or wrestle in the ring. It's great for her. The man looks like she's on a B-grade sci-fi movie. Yeah. It's like a very, very crazy mask. I mean, ridiculous glasses. Trish is saying that contract signings are not a big deal. Norma's saying that Seth is paid $3 million a year. I'm not surprised. He's worth it. He's absolutely worth it. We're getting the what chance from Trish. If we're booking this, it's a one-off at Night of Champions, then we do Becky versus Rhea at SummerSlam. Yeah, I'd prefer to see Rhea and Io Sky at SummerSlam, because I think that would be a great position to take the title off of Rhea. But having Rhea... No, have Io Sky win the Money in the Bank is a great way to do it. Becky versus Rhea at Money in the Bank. Io wins Money in the Bank, and then after that, you have Io versus Rhea for the title. Becky is looking like say the wrong thing. Yeah. I know, I keep forgetting Io's on SmackDown. Io versus Bianca Belair then. There you go. Fixed. So Trish is trying to goad Becky. Trish has supposedly got Becky figured out. I don't see that. Trish is saying that the biggest problem with Becky is Becky. Corey Graves is just waiting for this to tear up. Figure out a butt kicking. Yeah. Goad Becky into what? Yeah, but they always have to do all the contract signing, don't they? It's TV stuff. Becky's took the glasses off finally. Are we going to see Becky attack Trish to start off ready for the weekend? Becky's saying that Trish is scared. Becky's saying that Trish is scared of something bigger. Time has passed, everyone's getting better, but Trish isn't getting any better. Becky's saying that she's better than Trish thinks. So Becky's saying thank you, Trish. Trish is everything that Becky doesn't want to become. So Becky was doing a quick comparison of being it and not being it. So, going to be honest, Trish is great. Yeah, I understand. The match she had with Charlotte a few years ago wasn't as good as it should have been. Trish is and was a goat, but I don't think she's anywhere near as good as what the newer generation of performers are. It's not a criticism. It's just a fact that the women's sort of performers have now massively been able to put on a show. Oh, Becky saying, but if you think barking like a dog was embarrassing, wait until Night of Champions. Oh, welcome to the big time. There was a B word, and then woof woof. Trish looked annoyed. She flips that table. The women's match that people talked about more was Io versus Candice, not Trish and Charlotte. Exactly. Io's been putting bangers on since then. Yes, girl. Yes, Sassy loves it. So we're going to recap of the start of Raw where Cody was attacked by Brock Lesnar. So, yeah, I mean, I presumed we would be going to stipulation for this match after having the single one-on-one match last time at Backlash. Io can put a banger on with a can of airspray. Yeah, I mean, I think Kota Ibushi had a match with the blow-up doll once and still managed to make it entertaining. And he sold for the blow-up doll. So we're going a recap of a little bit later on in the night when Brock was in the ring. Cody came out and Cody had the Kimura put on him. So is this where we're setting up for the stipulation announcement? Brock does look smug at what he's done, which is standard Brock. I've just realised Brock T-shirt is a very Bullet Club style rip-off. Yeah, that is very Bullet Club-esque. It's got the Brock skull and a couple of guns underneath it. So what have we got coming out now? We're going Dom Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio versus Apollo Crews. Let's get that poll ready for you guys. There we go. Paul should be in the chat any second. There we go. Apollo's jobbing for Dom. I know. Put some respect on Yoshihiko's name. I can't remember all of these names. I don't watch enough New Japan to remember everyone's name. I apologise, Misfit. Disrespect, stupid, and disgraceful for both of them. Not as good as Vacant, but it's close. Yeah, Vacant's amazing. Look at how many title reigns Vacant's had. I mean, it's one of the only... Vacant's the only person that I've known that's been WWE Champion, Women's Champion, Tag Champion, Women's Tag Champion, and NXT Champion. And NXT Women's Champion. No one else can make that fame. Miz goes on about being a 2-time Grand Slam champion. Vacant's probably done it 5 times. Miz has got nothing on him. Vacant currently holds 3 tag titles. Yes, there we go. Miz can't say anything. Dom needs to stop cheating so let him wrestle and build some credibility. I think that keeping him cheating is good until you decide if you're going to turn him face or not. That's when you should start putting on the good matches. If he's going to stick with Rhea for a little while longer, keep him the snarvy, snivelly little heel that needs as much help as possible. If you're going to turn him face and break away from Rhea, that's when he should start pouring matches on where he doesn't have Rhea involved, I think. Because he can go in the ring. Look at the match he had with his dad at WrestleMania. That was a great match. He can go in the ring, but I just think that as a heel, it makes it a little bit better if he's snared and sucking up to Mammy, really. Becky cooked Trish. Oh, yeah. Becky's absolutely great on the mic. Trish, I think, is okay, but Becky's just so much better. So we're coming back. We're in the last 45 minutes-ish. So I expect break segment after break segment. Commercial breaks are plenty. So I have actually got 2... As a lot of people know, I do collect my Funkos, which I've got quite a few up here. I've got a load of WWE ones, and I have got 2 separate signed ones by Trish. With both of them, one of them's says "Happy Birthday, Daniel" on it, which is quite nice. So she wrote that for me. So Shotzi's been asked of why she's come to Raquel's help. Shotzi's saying she has a lot of respect for Raquel. So, yep, Shotzi's been confirmed as the new tag partner for Raquel. If he starts winning on his own, it would be a great story for face turn and reunion with Ray. It is, but the only thing I want to see is Ray versus Dom in a retirement match or a mask versus hair match. I don't want to see a face Dom with Rey Mysterio. I don't know why. Apollo looks absolutely shredded. He's walking, and his arms can't even go to his drop down to his sides because he's that big. Apollo Crews is a little bit smaller version of Lashley. He's absolutely shredded. I think there's like 0.1% fat. And I mean, Lashley's not far off either. Although Lashley did want to pose a gimmick where he lost motivation, he put on a load of weight, he lost muscle mass, and then wanted to regain it all, rebuild his sort of muscle to show that everyone could do it, which was a very, very interesting gimmick to pitch. Pitching that you become basically a slob with no motivation to then going back to a shredded, ripped guy. It's a very brave move for the body to take. I think back in Like a Dog was embarrassing. Becky didn't just cook Trish; she annihilated her. Yeah. No. Apollo Crews gorilla press to Ray, not Ray, Dom. Slam 1, 2, kick out at 2. So if I accidentally said Dum Dum instead of Dom Dom, would that be harsh? Dom with a kick to the midsection. So Corey Graves is saying that Dom is misunderstood. I don't believe that for a second. So Apollo was going up to the top rope. Dom took the legs out. Impact for landing from Apollo Crews. Hurt Business versus Judgment Day. Yeah, that'd be a great pairing. Apollo Crews going up against Balor. That'd be a great match. Damian Priest going up against Lashley. And then Dom could go up against Cedric Alexander. Sorted. No, he is a dum-dum. Yeah, I know he is. Eddie 2.0, again, is a close comparison, I think. WWE's decision to book Roman Reigns to beat Cody at 39 has aged poorly. Oh, yes. It was the worst booking decision I think I've seen for years. Apart from Bray Wyatt. But we don't talk about that. So Dom with a headlock, but Apollo Crews trying to fight out of it. Crowd are chanting, "We want mommy." Watch what happens if you change nothing else about WWE's booking except switching the result. Bloodline Saga, Cody versus Lesnar, crowning your world champion. Yeah, everything's improved. Add Piper or Jai Lee for Rhea. Good show. Follower slam from Apollo. Beautiful again. Went for a blockbuster. I don't think that was a very sort of completely missed that crossbody. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Dum Dum. That blockbuster didn't sort of get caught, which meant Apollo Crews couldn't get the rotation. Dom's looking for the 619. Apollo got out the way. Goes to the outside. Apollo with a close line to Dom. Rhea's right next to him, getting in the way. So Apollo sidesteps Rhea, but Dom pulls Apollo goes into the steps. We go. There's Rhea's involvement now as well, pushing Apollo Crews into the ring post. Shayna and Rhea had a banger when Rhea won the NXT Women's title. Exactly, yeah. Sounds good, but never trust Vince. Never. No. Get rid of Vince. So Dom on the top rope, counting as the ref counts, gets to 9. Apollo Crews manages to get in at last second. Frog splash off the top rope from Dom. 1, 2, 3 counts. So yeah, Rhea Ripley helps with a distraction. So Apollo Crews had a good showing, but just numbers advantage for Dom. Are you not happy with that one, Sassy? The ending of that match sort of leave a sour taste in your mouth. Things will never change for Apollo Crews on the main roster. I agree. He deserves so much more. So, 1998 is when AJ debuted as a professional wrestler. So it's been going for a very long time. And since 1998, he's probably been at the top of his game since probably 2001, 2002 in Impact / TNA. Sassy's covering her eyes. I'm not surprised. So getting a good video package there. Vince doesn't not feel he has any wrestling ability. He said it about Cesaro. All he wants to entertain is I know. Yeah. I mean, characters are great. And Apollo Crews, I don't think, has a character really either. That's the problem. Cena told Austin Theory privately, I don't believe what you would do. Yeah, I mean, he's supposedly John Cena 2.0. But I think John Cena was built up as a... It was built up from nothing. He wasn't pushed. He got over organically to start with, and I think that's Apollo Crews' problem. Apollo might benefit from move to AW, no place for him to go in WWE. I think he's a better fit for Impact. Norma, him, Killer Cross, and Shayna. Yeah. Vince never cared about wrestling ability because if he did, he would never have booked Khali to win a world title. I know, but that was at a very, very bad stage of WWE, I think. Cross versus Mox, Apollo versus Hangman, Shayna versus Jade Cargill. Yeah, I think they'd all be good. I think Apollo, Cross, well, I think both Apollo and Cross are both suited more towards an Impact style of promotion. He did put the title on Jinder, yes, he did. But he took it off with AJ Styles in the UK, which was a good call. Yeah, it was obviously to push the Indian market, but Cross said no to AEW because AEW didn't want Scarlett. Well, I think the women's roster in AEW is absolutely packed. They can't cope with who they have already, so bringing in someone else isn't going to help. Yeah, I know Cross hates Impact, but his character is more suited to that style of promotion. Before they came back to WWE, they both said they'd never go back to Impact. Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised. They've been there, they've done everything they needed to. There's no need for them to go there. Of course, it'd be great in New Japan or Ring of Honor. Says I say again, I agree with that. Did do a short stint in New Japan. Again, I think that he could work better in New Japan than Impact. Not Impact, AEW. So we're back at the minute. I presume we're going to get the entrances for the 6-man tag after another Seth promo. Cross wanted to leave, yeah. But, I mean, if the Impact are paying him money to perform and he's not performing, AEW do the same, WWE do the same. If you're injured, you're not performing, they're not giving the money out of you. News showing AEW with no managers. Cross might change his mind. He could do, I doubt it. He was unhappy, he didn't want to be there. Yeah. But look at Mustafa Ali a couple of years ago. He requested his release in the January. WWE said no. At the minute, he's been used on TV regularly. He may not be doing amazing title-winning stuff, but he's still been featured. And that's where sometimes you could be not on TV and getting paid, but then if you're on TV every week, you are building a brand in a way either way. So look at people like Joe McIntyre. He's been on TV week in, week out for months, in a sense. And then if he left, he could go to somewhere like AEW. He could go to somewhere like Impact, New Japan. Would he get utilised as often? Would he earn the same money? You never know. And that's where I think people are weighing it up. So like Nakamura, he said he's done his professional wrestling. he wants to entertain and earn money now. So that's exactly what he's doing in WWE. That's why he's there. Mustafa Ali versus Sammy Guevara. Oof. I like that. I like the sound of that one, Sassy. Don Callis was in charge when Cross was there, said someone messed up things about Scarlett. Was another reason why I wanted to leave here. Seems tonight more promos than wrestling. Show up the storyline for the premium live event is really needed. Well, it is only 6 days away, so they've got to build up the anticipation for the matches and make them seem like a big deal. But I don't think we need as many promos as this, Todd. I agree. Treated her dirty, yes, they did. Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Asuka, Gunther versus Mustafa Ali, and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya. There we go, we're going Imperium entrance now. Imperium versus Owens, Zayn and Riddle. Let's get that poll ready in chat. Imperium, Owens, Zayn and Riddle. There you go. It's in the chat for you. WWE has full month to build Money in the Bank next month. Yep, in the UK. Yes. Less than average Raw for that meaning. Nothing, yo. Yeah, I know. It's not been the greatest show. It's been average at best. Once Riddle was announced for the main event, people stopped caring about this match. I don't know. A lot of people, I think, still enjoy watching Riddle. I still enjoy watching Riddle in the ring. I think he's a great performer. I think they should have built it up and had like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going around asking like Omos to be the tag partner for tonight's match, rather than give the ending away straight away and have Kevin Owens and Sami go up to different people all night backstage. So yeah, go to Omos, go to Braun Strowman, go to Akira Tozawa and say, do you want to be our tag partner for tonight? And everyone says no. And then have them come out to the ring and say, we managed to find someone, and then introduce Riddle. I thought that would have been a better way to do it. Should have booked Finn match before the main event. Having it too close to the main event might have upset the main event match to me, though. Because if you'd have booked the Finn match very shortly, sort of before it, like 15 minutes ago, people might have had high hopes for that one, and then the main event is a bit of a disappointment. Imperium wins, but Judgment Day will be a factor for the result. I reckon that's a good shout. Matt Riddle thinks more of a personal reason why people don't like Matt Riddle. Yeah, I can understand that. It's how WWE book, yes. But like I said, if you tease loads of different people, but then have the appearance right at the end, I think people would have got behind Riddle a bit more. We'll have to see when he comes out if he gets a big cheer. Pretty sure Riddle isn't the one facing Gunther at pay-per-view. No, it's Mustafa Ali. So we've just had a commercial break again. But we're coming back. So yeah, we're going WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez versus Shayna and Ronda versus Bayley and Io versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Makes more sense for Ali to be the partner. I agree. So does Sassy. Qualifying matches for Money in the Bank start next week on Monday Night Raw for Money in the Bank. Can't wait for them. At least that'll give us some excitement, won't it? So we've got Riddle coming out now. It's going to be followed by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Remember when Jody McDonald Googled me? Ziggler started a feud last week, and this way they're nowhere to be seen. Yes. And again, that is probably Vince forgetting what he's booked. Let's go. I do like the fact that Sami Zayn's shirt is now copying Kevin Owens with the tape style. So Corey Graves has said this could be the last match we see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn competing as tag champions. But surely the match on Saturday is for the tag championship, so they'll be holding the titles then. Get your facts right, Corey. Money in the Bank qualifying matches must be a Triple H call. Vince hates tournaments. Yes, I know he does. So starting off with Sami Zayn. I think it's Ludwig Kaiser. I can never remember the Imperium guys' names apart from Gunther. Lynch. Yeah, I was right. It's Ludwig Kaiser. Todd Mrs. Walter. Yeah, I do too. Rollins versus Styles better main event on Saturday. It doesn't make sense for it not to main event. It's for a new title. If you want that title to feel prestigious, you'll have that main event. Vinci and Kaiser, yeah. I can never remember which one's which at the time until I double check it. It'll be Cody. I hope not. I hope they do that match mid-card or sort of like not main event, not the one before main event, but sort of like third match from the end. In comes Gunther against Riddle. Riddle went for a double leg. Gunther stuffed that. Oh, Gunther went for a chop, which we know are lethal. Riddle with some kicks. Gunther caught one and then replied with a kick of his own. Oh, Gunther chop. Cody doesn't need to main event until facing Roman for the title. I agree. Keep him away. I wouldn't have Cody open the show. No, I wouldn't have him open the show, but I would definitely not have him in main event. Miss Walter versus the Indy more brutal than now. Yeah. I mean, he did a match with Zack Sabre Jr. I think it was Defiant or Progress. It is. The chops on that echo around the building. And they sound like a whip. They're brutal. I think he did some chops to Ricochet, I think maybe. Again, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Walter versus Pete Dunne was absolutely great. Especially for the NXT UK title. Would have Misfit have Cody open the show? Saturday's built more around the world title. I agree. But I wouldn't have him open the show because I think that's a weak spot if it's a stipulation fight pit match. You don't want to start with that sort of match stipulation. Walter versus Drew, yeah, banger. Progress Wrestling, yeah, I thought it might have been sassy. Thank you very much. So we're on another commercial break again. That's what it feels like, doesn't it, Todd? The last 30 minutes of Raw, I think, has more commercial breaks than actual TV time. Riddle is in with Kaiser. Sami Zayn's trying to get the tag. Suplex from Kaiser, goes for a pin, only a 2 count. Riddle taken into Imperium's corner. In comes Gunther again. Clubbing blow to the back. Oh, Gunther with a kick to Kevin Owens, who was on the apron. How much do I bet one of the Money in the Bank spots goes to Amos or Wagner? Probably 99%. Sami Zayn's on the apron trying to get the crowd behind Riddle to get that hot tag. Kaiser comes in trying to sort of stop Riddle getting the tag. Gunther grabs hold of Riddle. Oh, beautiful, beautiful timing from Kaiser. Pulling Riddle, Sami Zayn off the apron. Gunther went for a big clothesline. Oh, gets a 2 count. Riddle's chest is looking hot pink. Can see Gunther in the Money in the Bank instead of defending the IC title. I could see that too. Kevin Owens got the hot tag. Giovanni Vinci in now as well. KO with right hand after right hand and then stomping away. whip off the ropes. Vinci with a kick to KO, but KO with a clothesline and the senton. German suplex. KO with a crotch chop and then a cannonball into the corner. 1, 2, kick out. KO looks like he's going up to the top. Kazers jumps up to the apron to cause a distraction. What's KO going for on the apron? Don't know, but tag made. High-low on the apron from Imperium to Kevin Owens. Can see Pete Dunne in Money in the Bank. Just can't see WWE Booker Bayview in the OK, not but Pete Dunne. Yes, give us Pete Dunne in that match. I think if the rumours are true and Joe McIntyre is looking at leaving, even something like that, book him in it and just give us as many Brits as possible. I don't think they'd win. Or, I mean, even if you offered Drew the Money in the Bank briefcase, I don't reckon he'd want to stay. Pete Dunne is UK through and through, yeah. I mean, he's as English as a cup of tea. I didn't realise it's how quick tonight it's gone. It seems to have flown by, hasn't it? Pete doing the bitter end off a ladder sounds badass. Yes. I mean, Pete Dunne doing anything off a ladder is badass. I mean, I love watching the pendulum suplex. It's just so insane. I mean, Chad Gable doing it to people is brilliant. I'd quite like to see Chad Gable in the Money in the Bank. So we are on another commercial break. I think this is the fourth one since 3:30 UK time. Are you doing a moonsault or Spanish fly off the ladder? Yes. Yeah, that sort of match is made for someone like Io Sky, I think. Because she's just so good. Call your genius of the scars for a reason. Oh yeah. I mean, she could do pretty much anything you wanted. 450, shooting star, moonsault, and that is what she's good at. I'd love to see her do like a springboard moonsault or something. Springboard shooting star press. Very similar to sort of like Evan Bourne. Kevin Owens with a big frog splash to Vinci. Before anyone asked that was a name WWE gave her, she's been using that nickname long before WWE, yeah. Sami's finally got that tag. In comes Kaiser too. Clothesline after clothesline. Back body drop by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn taking Gunther off the apron. Michinoku driver from Sami, 1, 2, kick out. Kaza kicks out at 2. All over kick nearly. Kaza taken out. In comes Gunther. Chop to Sami Zayn. Echoes around the building again. No thanks. I don't want a chop from Gunther. Again, Blow Thunder Bomb to Gunther. Vinci breaks it up. In comes Riddle. Riddle climbing up to the top. Was going for, I think, a floating bro. KO with a stunner to Vinci. Kaiser takes KO to the outside. Sami takes Kaiser to the outside, leaving Sami Zayn and Gunther. Sami Zayn went for the hull-over kick, but caught in a sleeper. Hooks in. Gunther on top. So, floating bro. Yes, floating bro. Didn't really connect, I don't think. Then comes Vinci, tagged in from Gunther. Exploder suplex, Sami caught Vinci. Are we going to get a hull-over kick? Gunther grabs the ankle of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. Oh, Gunther takes a knee from Riddle. Kaiser taken to the outside by Sami. Vinci with a clothesline in the corner. Oh, Sami follows it up with a hull-over kick. KO gets the tag. KO goes up to the top. Swanton bomb. We're going to get the pin. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn was protecting the ring. AR Sky is one of the few WWE haven't changed much about the character. The American has, they're a little bit more samey. Yeah. Match has been really good. Yep, I agree. That was a great match. A lot of action. So there's still 5 minutes left, so I presume we're going to see something happen. Because there's a long time between now and the end of the show. Now you want to see Riddle and Gunther, yeah? I'd like to see that. Let's move Riddle on to something else. I'll let you two fight it out between yourselves. Yep, awesome match. Not going to save Raw from being an average show at best. So we've still got 4 minutes. Away from the bloodline. Same for Sami Zayn and KO. Yeah, I'd hope so. Return, perhaps? Maybe? I'm thinking, guys, if I get a chance, and it is Andy, give me a whole year shirt in the same KO style with sort of like the gaffer tape, but GAHY. How do people feel about that? Would that be something that people would look for? There we go. We're getting the Cody segment that we got told about earlier from Misfit Gamer. Oh, Hunter's backstage with Cody. Triple H is saying he understands how angry Cody is. Triple H is saying that Cody needs medical attention. He's saying he doesn't. Triple H says that he knows it's broken. Cody knows it's broken. Cody's saying, what does he have to be afraid of at this point? Triple H is saying he's not going to let Cody go to Night of Champions with a broken arm. Triple H is saying he's never seen anything like what happened at Hell in a Cell, where Cody went out with a torn pec. Cody's talking about what would happen if he didn't come to Raw, didn't go to Night of Champions. Would that make him a coward? Cody's saying he's going to Night of Champions to fight. So, is this where Triple H is going to announce? Maybe not. No, we ain't got an announcement. I thought we might have got something, but we might get it on Raw Talk or something. Raw recap done. So, just a pep talk. Yeah, that to me was a waste of an ending of the show. Raw. Main event, yeah, I would say that was a good 7, 8 out of 10. That was a great match. The show itself was probably 6 out of 10 for myself. I wouldn't give it much more than that. There was good matches, but there was too many promo segments for me. Misfit had turned it into an unsanctioned match, yeah. Hold harmless agreement match, like what Seth and Hunter had at WrestleMania. Match itself, main event match, was the best match of the night by a long way. It was very entertaining, but Seth, Shinsuke and Balor, a great match as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that was people's favourite match. Seemed to have less interruptions with commercial breaks. Sassy's gone Gunther as the performer of the night. I would have gone Cody. Started off, he had like 3 different segments in the show. And he really sells the arm well. Really does sell an injury quite good. Todd's giving it a 6 like myself. whatever happens, WWE wouldn't be liable to what happens to Cody. Yeah. So I mean, Seth was technically having a bit of a knee injury at the time of the WrestleMania match with Hunter. That's why he became the Kingslayer. But I think Nakamura versus Balor 7. I did prefer the main event. It was a lot more exciting, but Nakamura versus Balor was such a close second. I didn't mind Viking Raiders versus Alpha Academy either. I thought that could have been a solid match if you gave it another few more minutes. Misfits going to give Raw 7. That's not a bad rating. I think the matches near the end did pull that overall quality up. But for me, 6 is about where I'm at for that show. I think that's it. We are done for the night. So, yeah, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. If you haven't already, do like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, I know you probably all have. Real breaking news here is Cody is taller than Triple H. Yeah. I mean, they're both big guys. Triple H is just a lot bigger build, I think. So we are going to give it the old school whole year countdown. And I know who I'm going to use as the entrance because we're going to see him next week. Thank you all for joining. Peter just joined us as we're about to finish, but peace and love from New York, peace and love from the UK, and especially the Gimme Your Whole Year community. Night Audio, take it easy. Thanks for joining. So, yeah, we want everyone to have a good week. Join us for AEW Dynamite with Anne on Wednesday. SmackDown, I think we will be doing because we don't have to be up super late for Night of Champions because it's in this in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be on at about 6 p.m. UK time. Yes. It's going to be a lot more reasonable for us. So we're probably going to cover that one. We're going to probably have a nap. Or some of us might have a nap, and then we'll probably be doing the AEW Dynamite show. Not Dynamite. Double or Nothing. That's the one. So, we're going to go 5. Like I say, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yeah.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.